Hello everyone and welcome to Mummy and Me... No, why am I putting that voice on? Okay.
Putting on your posh voice.
I know.
Like you do on an answer machine.
Hello everyone and welcome to Mummy and Me's podcast, where we will be analysing our relationship, sharing all of our funny and memorable moments. I'm Alexia.
And I'm Michelle, and this is
Mummy and Me's podcast. Right, we're gonna discuss our incidents, our problems,
Incidents.
our incidents,
Okay.
our problems that we've been having. Because this is I did this when we were having a lot
Right.
of arguments. So I wrote them down, and now we're gonna discuss them.
Oh no.
Okay, so this one's called the bus incident. I named them. I titled them the bus incident.
Okay.
There was an issue where I went to Northampton to see my boyfriend, and I left his house around 7:30 to get to the bus stop at 8 p.m. for my bus. It comes every hour. I didn't make it in time for the 8 p.m. bus, but my phone was on 5% at the time, and it was dark outside. I then messaged my mum asking if she could pick me up, as this resulted in her getting very mad. So I went to
As usual.
I went to the bus stop. I
Texted
you, that's the word,
Yeah.
saying, can you pick me up, because it was dark and it was in Northampton by myself. And then you got very mad. Care to explain?
Care to explain? I think you still need to explain anyway. So, okay. First of all, let me just get this straight. This is not the first time that you've done this, Alexia.
No, I haven't. No,
It's not the first time this has happened.
it was the first
Right?
time.
No, it wasn't. It's not the first time. Now, when you first got your contract phone, all those years ago, I said to you, rules of having your phone and going out, and that is, one of those rules was what?
Don't know.
Was to make sure your phone's always charged,
It is.
right? So that's point one. Point two is the fact that you was at your boyfriend's house, you had your phone charger and your phone, and you didn't put it on charge when you could have put it on charge.
Can I explain to you why?
Right? Go ahead.
I had my charger. I always get the X4 bus, and that has a charger in the seats. That's what I always do, because my phone's usually on a low percent, so I just put my phone on charge on the bus.
But wouldn't it be better to have your phone charged while you was going from your boyfriend's to the bus stop?
Probably.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Right. The other thing is, it was late at night. Now, to a lot of people listening, okay, a lot of teenagers listening, I know that 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock is not late for you guys. For me, and for all the mums out there, that's about 2 hours past our bedtime. So, the fact that I had to get up, and it was cold, and drive to Northampton, and I despise Northampton driving there.
Why are you speaking so poshly? I
I'm
despise Northampton.
So I had to drive there to get you. Let's fast forward through this argument, because this argument actually went on for quite a while.
It did.
So we then had the whole thing of where I was going to meet you and blah and all of that. So we chose a spot. There was this road. I didn't think I could drive up that road, so I went round the corner to park.
Mm-hmm.
I go to call you, and
There's no answer.
it was worse than no answer. I got your 14-year-old voicemail.
Hi, this
On.
is Alexia. I can't take the phone right now.
Exactly. So there's me. Just picture it for a minute. It's a Saturday night. Was it a Saturday night?
It was a Saturday
It
night.
was a Saturday night. I'd got pulled out of my bed because even though I didn't want to go, you're my child and I have to.
Yes.
Put on my pyjamas. Well, had pyjamas on. White socks and slides and my jacket. So not only was I annoyed that I had to drive all the way there,
Mm.
because I couldn't get you on your phone, I then had to walk across the town centre on a Saturday night where there's loads of people around looking like a crazy lunatic with hair curling and everything else, to McDonald's to go and find you.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
But I come and got you.
I mean, it was only a
And
20-minute drive.
You... Really?
Okay.
So the whole point of this, it wasn't the first time that this has happened. And a lot of parents out there, I think, can relate in that you tell your children something 10 times nicely, and then when you tell them the 11th time, you lose a bit of your sanity and you go a bit mental and you tell them off, and everyone thinks that you're crazy, or at least your kids think you're crazy because you're going off on one, right? So, and to be fair, you didn't call me many times after that to come and get you.
So, yeah, I don't, because I don't really call you anyway to like come and get me anymore. I just walk now. Okay, this is like the first one. I think this was like the first one that kind of set it off. So this one's called the phone call incident. There was an issue where my mum thought I was being too loud on the phone to my friends at 1 p.m. during the day and got very mad, resulting in her saying things like she'll cancel my phone bill. This never came to pass. She just said this out of rage.
Again, right? This goes with the whole thing about adults or parents, mums and dads or whatever, guardians, telling their kids something 50 times nicely, and then the time that you lose yourself over it is the time that they think that you're being unreasonable. Okay? How many times have I told you before that, Alexia, when you've been up late at night, being loud, when your sister's trying to sleep,
Yeah,
when
but
Tom's
in all
trying to
defence,
sleep.
I'm half deaf. I don't understand. Like, I really need to go to doctors about that, because I can never like actually tell when I'm being too loud.
Right. So my point is as well is that I said to go downstairs and be on phone with your friends if you're loud. Your sister did that about a year ago. She went downstairs with her friends.
Yeah, but it was 1 p.m.
It doesn't matter.
It does. It was 1
on a Saturday.
p.m.
I was probably still hungover, so that's even worse.
Great. Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, well...
It's you push it. That 1 p.m. was like the last straw of you pushing it and pushing it and
Yeah, but how have I been recently?
Same.
Same.
I had to tell you the other week to come off your phone.
Did you? Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think... Yeah, but we haven't had that many arguments about being too loud, so I think I'm improving.
I think we're just saving it for now. That's what happens.
Oh.
We're just saving it for the podcast.
Great.
That's the name of this episode, guys. Save it for the podcast.
Yeah.
Every time we go to have a little bit of a barney, we always turn around and say, save it for the podcast.
Yeah. But we're okay now.
Yeah, as long as you don't call me to pick you up late at night and
I'm
you're not as
not.
loud on your phone.
I'm not. And I can't lie, after that, I stayed at Lila's for a week and I
did
needed
actually
it.
miss you.
Did you?
Yeah.
Aww. I didn't miss you. No, I'm joking. I'm joking, I did.
In the next episode, we're going to talk about maybe a couple more problems that we've had. I'm sure there'll be some that comes up.
Yeah.
And also, we'll be touching on the subject of the age gap between Lexi and I. So I had Lexi when I was quite young, probably pretty much around the age that she is now.
Yeah.
And we're just going to talk through on how, if difficult things were, how easy some things were, and yeah. So
I think that'll be
if you've
interesting.
got any questions or that you want answering, or any experiences or anything you want to say, then you can let us know.
Yeah.
And finally, thank you for listening to our podcast, Mummy and Me.
Thanks, guys.
Please make sure to share our podcast by doing something as simple as telling a friend, or even your mother or daughter or son or anybody.
Yeah.
Just anyone.
Thank
Thank
you,
you and
everyone.
goodbye.
Bye.